When we look at the history of human civilization, we come across many puzzling and intriguing topics. One among those is the mention of great and fierce wars fought in antiquity. Mainstream researchers simply discard those descriptions as fictional and having no base in reality. So what the ancient cultures have been saying to us for millennia are just plain lies, or have we not grasped the true picture yet? For example, take the case of the Kurukshetra War mentioned in ancient Hindu texts. It is described in the Mahabharata, one of the most influential texts in the land of India. The events in the Mahabharata have influenced people in India for generation after generation. Along with the Ramayana, it has been preserved and respected as the true history of India and the world as well. Its author, Sage Vyas, has clearly stated that what he was writing is no ordinary tale, but the true history of the whole human civilization. This tale is mainly focused on a great conflict between two armies, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. It is said to have happened in the Tritiya Yuga, or the third era in Hindu cosmology. It was a time when Lord Krishna was present here on earth. He was standing from the side of the Pandavas because they were following the path of righteousness. But Krishna vowed not to fight in the war. He simply acted as a charioteer for his friend, the great Pandava warrior Arjuna. Many people in India firmly believe that all the incidents mentioned in the Mahabharata really happened, and for them, it is their cultural heritage. So, can we find some concrete evidence to support the claims made by the followers of these ancient texts? In a scientific paper published in the year 2018, two renowned astrophysicists, Adam Frank and Gavin Schmidt, proposed a theory which shocked the entire scientific community. While exploring the topic of extraterrestrial intelligent life on exoplanets, they pondered what could be the signatures or the fingerprints they might have left on the ecology of that planet, so that we can conclusively show the proof of the existence of technologically advanced alien life. While thinking about the matter, they asked if they could use these same methods to determine whether our planet was once ruled by some technologically advanced civilization. The hypothesis they proposed is famously known as the Silurian hypothesis, which says it is possible that multiple technologically advanced civilizations might have evolved and thrived on our planet in the long 4.5 billion years of Earth's history. Due to high tectonic activities and the unfavorable conditions for fossilization, we might not find many hard physical evidence for the technology of those civilizations, but we can find their fingerprints on the geological records of our planet. One theory even suggests that the use of powerful nuclear weapons could have triggered the last ice age on our planet. The alterations in carbon cycles are a great proof for the existence of an industrial civilization before us. So, what are some of the other evidence we can gather to conclusively suggest the existence of an advanced civilization prior to ours? One of the most powerful evidence is the proof of nuclear weapons in ancient times. Now let us look at a site called Mohenjo-Daro in present-day Pakistan. It was part of the British-occupied India, and the ASI, or the Archaeological Survey of India, had complete access to this site. Once it was a hub for thriving culture and trade. But researchers are shocked when they found out that its inhabitants suddenly disappeared. No one knows where they went or what happened to them. It still remains an intriguing puzzle to this day. But look closely and you will find these human skeletons scattered all over the place. When a British archaeologist by the name of David Davenport came here to study these skeletons, he discovered something unexpected which baffled everyone. According to his reports, the abandoned skeletons show a radiation level which was witnessed when the US military dropped nuclear bombs on the city of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan. How is that possible? Was there a real nuclear weapon dropped on this site some thousands of years ago? By studying the reports provided by Davenport, some have suggested that the inhabitants and its civilization were destroyed by nuclear detonation because there are no signs of any violent clash or attacks. The bricks and rocks were completely vitrified, which could only be possible at very high degrees of temperatures. So, is it possible that this Mohenjo-Daro site was destroyed by nuclear weapons? If it is indeed true, then it is certain that a technologically advanced civilization existed before us, and due to some reasons, they have gone extinct or are hiding from us. Now, I will give you an example why some researchers think that real nuclear weapons might have been used in great wars in distant antiquity. As you know, the Mahabharata is an ancient Hindu text written by the sage Vyas. There are many things in the Mahabharata which indicate the use of advanced weaponry in the great Kurukshetra War. One among those is how the author describes the effects those weapons had on living creatures. Vyas writes that some weapons like the Brahmastra and the Pashupatastra has the capability to wipe out the entire human civilization from the surface of Earth. When weapons as powerful as these are used on a particular region, no grass or trees ever grew there. Men and women became infertile, incapable of conceiving a child. Soldiers threw themselves in rivers and lakes to escape the painful burning those explosions had caused even without any direct contact. Their hairs and nails began to fall, and according to the author's estimation, a whopping 1.5 billion people died in just 18 days of the Kurukshetra War. How can a primitive person describe these symptoms and effects, which completely matches the descriptions of harmful nuclear radiation? That is why it is highly probable that powerful nuclear weapons were used in the distant past of human civilization. Perhaps the most powerful weapon mentioned in all the ancient Hindu texts is the Brahmastra. This weapon is capable of destroying the entire planet and its ecology within the fraction of a second. Very few warriors were in possession of this powerful weapon, and many extraterrestrial civilizations often competed against each other to get this weapon from the creator god Brahma. One of the notable features these weapons had was that they could be locked to a specific target, much like how our modern missiles work. Can anyone just imagine these things thousands of years ago without access to any sort of advanced technology? These are some of the reasons which suggest the existence of advanced civilization prior to ours. So, what do you think? Feel free to leave your opinions in the comments.